All right, so now we're moving on to personification, the figurative language term of the day. Again, all of these that we've been going over and we'll go over are refreshers, reviews. They aren't an in-depth lecture on anything. It's just a quick little brush up. If you need more help and time, that's something that you'll reach out to me and I can help guide you in the proper direction. This is just to help, again, refresh something that you've had since elementary school. And that's okay. Sometimes we need to bring that to the forefront in order to utilize it in class. So no worries. So personification, like it says there, you see the word person. So it's giving human or person qualities, characteristics to non-human things. So taking things that are not human and describing them in a human way. Very basic, very basic. The giant tree stood at attention at the park's entrance. Okay, a lot of times you might see the tree stood. Okay, but that's a human quality. It's a very basic one, but human quality. You could also say maybe the giant tree waved in the breeze. This is what we're visualizing, but it'd be the waving. All right, so we're giving a non-human thing characteristics. So those are just a couple examples. If those completely solidify it and make sense, awesome, you're good to go. By showing the tree standing at attention like a human, the writer tells us the writer helps us understand how tall and important the tree looks. So there is a cause and effect of why the author is doing it, not just to be, flashy or special. So I want to show a short video here just to, again, give a lot of examples really quickly, like we've been doing. It only takes a few minutes to help solidify, everything else. Now that we're done with the videos, I'd like for us to take a moment to look over our expectations of class for today. It's just a couple worksheets here in our packet to continue working and going through. So if we pull that up, we give you a couple short passages. Find it. The same thing we've been doing each day with these is first we identify. Can you find them? Great. What do we think the author is going for with that? That's what we want. We want to analyze before we create on our own. So it's the exact same format every day. So in this short little excerpt here, long before noon, keep reading a couple sentences. Underline, so physically underline, highlight, underline, make sure you stand out what that personification is, okay? And then what idea does the writer want us to picture? If you need a good guidance to go by, come back to look at what they talked about with the tree in our example. So that's very, very helpful. So you just have a couple examples here down at the bottom. All you're doing here is just adding personification. So here we're giving you colorful leaves. Now come up with what do those colorful leaves, how can we give them some sort of human quality? 3 actions would be great associated with each one. There's strong wind, a full moon. What could the full moon do? That's a human quality. So think of 3, and they're just 3 verbs. You're not writing sentences. It's just 3 things that a strong wind can do. What can moon do? And then what do leaves do, or what could they do? So the first portion of this is analyze, find, identify, and then what do we think they're going with? And now we're starting to create on our own. And that leads us into our last page activity for this day. Where there's 8 different things there, similar to our previous day. Pick any 5 you want. It doesn't matter. Any 5 and get how can we give it human characteristics, okay, that personification, and really have fun with it. Come up with new, silly, imaginative, useful ways to come about that. So there's just 5 there, 5 sentences, okay, are good. And down here at the bottom, once again, we're it's not a massive paragraph, okay, but there should be, imagine that you left the classroom and you're hiking through a trail in the woods. Just describe your visuals. What do you see? But put that in a few sentences in a little paragraph there, okay, but include 4 examples. Highlight those examples. So I'm walking, I'm writing a little bit. So now we're starting to writing class. That's good. And now we're walking through. And then what do we see? And then how can we give human characteristics to those things? And don't forget to highlight them. If you have any questions, reach out, let me know. Otherwise, we'll talk.